Day 2 in Zimbabwe. So we've been up and had a very slow start to the morning, and just want to take you on a bit of a tour of the Rainbow Hotel. When I was here about 18 years ago, maybe 17, 18 years ago. This building that we're currently walking around now didn't exist. This was built in the early 2000s. When we were here, it wasn't I can just remember this long rolling gardens all the way down, and monkeys playing in the bushes at the back. And so this is the scene over here. And I just remember grass all the way down. So that whole building over there in the background, that's all new as the 2000s. And I can remember monkeys playing there and stuff. We all sat out here on the lawn. And our room was somewhere down here. That's what I remember. So this is one of the areas I remember the most, which is the pool area. And one thing that was novel was the first time I'd ever seen a bar area where you could sit and where you could sit at the bar and have a drink while you're still playing in the pool. So this was a very novel thing for us when we were here last time. That's the entrance over there. That's where you come in off the main road, around the back. And then these are just the gardens around the front over here. And obviously the building over there. And here from the back of the hotel, you've got the back of the hotel right over there. We're going to go do some more sightseeing while we wait for the rest of the guys. About 11 people in total will be joining us on this trip, so quite excited about that. There are a lot of taxis around here, and this seems to be one of the most popular ones. They're all branded, so there's no haggling about price. It's $30 for about a 21-kilometer drive from the airport through to the town. So here is pretty much the pull-up. It's a 3-star hotel. Pretty much pull up over here, unpack yourselves, and then here's the main entrance. The restaurant area over here. When you walk through the restaurant, they're still serving all the buffet breakfast, so let's look what's up for breakfast this morning. And then everyone's kind of chilling over here, and then it's through to the pool area at the back. Beautiful. So we're now at the big tree. Wilson, our friend over there, has driven us over here, and we're at this big tree, massive baobab. You say about how old is it, Wilson? About 1,500 years old. And we're going to go take a walk around it. My resident photographer shooting. Here's a sad story. I had a baobab that I was actually growing, and the idea was that the baobab was about the same age as Michael, and as I grew the baobab, I'd then be able to hand it to Michael, and as he would then grow older, this baobab would be the same age as him. When we moved to Cape Town, it got infested with cutworms, and the cutworms ate the baobab, and I lost the baobab, and I was really sad about that, because it was going to be like this gift I would give to Michael to carry on, and he would have something, a baobab tree that was the same age as what he is. We've just got to the Elephant Hills Hotel. This is the entrance. There's Wilson, our taxi driver, and this is the entrance over here to the Elephant Hills Hotel. See, there go the helicopters again, and there's another one in the distance. A golf course out there. You can see the river disappearing in the background over there. This is probably one of the most high-end high-end hotels out here. So we asked this guy for a good vantage point, somewhere we could take some very good film, and he brought us out here onto the roof of the hotel. So Danielle and I are totally alone on the roof of the hotel. Pretty insane, actually. I suppose if you were asked the right questions and it feels like you're supposed to be here, then people take you seriously and give you opportunities like this. So we're on the top. Unfortunately, the tree is in the way. You can see the falls are tucked away there. It's crazy because there's nothing that would give the appearance that the falls are actually there. If you look out, you just see, you'd never know it was there, other than the fact that just randomly on the horizon you've got this cloud of spray. Out there is quite cool, and you can see the forest or the river just go right out all along there. There's your helicopters again. There's helicopters everywhere though. Almost during the daytime, it's almost all you hear is helicopters. One of the other tours we got was the roof of the hotel. Another nice one is the golf course out there. Beautiful. So yeah, that's the private tour of the roof of the hotel. Just got to meet the South African delegate to the SADC conference, and we caught up and chatted, and he sits in the presidency, and so our minister wasn't able to make it, but he was able to make it, and so I got to chat with him. How freaking awesome is that? So here we are amongst all the delegates from around Africa at the SADC conference, and yeah, just absolutely what another great experience that we got ourselves intermingled in. Don't have anyone here who knows the history of the hotel, so I'm trying to see if I can find someone else who knows the history of the hotel, and then from that they can maybe see if they can give you some insight into, was I actually here a number of years back when there was literally, I think it was this place, it was next to nothing, but yeah, we'll see if I can find someone who can answer my questions. Okay, so why does the Elephant Hills Hotel keep or have such a big pull for me? When I was here when I was about 8 or 9 years old, if my memory stands correct, we came to this spot and there was nothing. It was just a shell, it was a rundown hotel. The reason being was that back in Zimbabwe's history, there was a dance that apparently had taken place here, and in the middle of this dance it was bombed. And when we went into the place, which literally was a shell of a ruin of what used to stay here or used to stand here, we were standing in the middle. You actually had the hole in the roof where the bomb came through the roof and detonated. And what I wanted to do was see if I could find someone who could corroborate that story. So I'm not 100% sure if that is exactly true, and I haven't researched it on the internet. But if anything was to say like this, that was then and this is now, and look what was created, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sorry, when I was here, when I was about 8, it was, I think the hotel was like a shell. Had it been bombed? It was bombed.
But from Florist.
Okay, so heat-seeking missile that hit it was Zambia. They weren't targeting the hotel, but yeah, during the war. So, and it picked up the heat from the hotel and just unfortunately hit the hotel. That's correct, because I was standing in some like massive room, and there was a hole in the roof, I think it was, and yeah, because I was here when I was about 8, and we walked around that. Yeah, is it possible for me to maybe come through to your office? Okay, I'll just ask reception. So we've now had an opportunity to sit with Liz, the PA, the general manager of Elephant Hills Hotel, and she's taken us through like a brief history of what actually happened in the hotel. And what a great opportunity. Thanks so much for your time. It was really, really awesome just to... Oh, you've been fantastic. You've been absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, just taking some time over here with Liz and just talking about the history of this area, and specifically the history of the hotel. Absolutely beautiful hotel, and sad history, but obviously you've got something cool to come out of it.
It's a wonderful place to visit.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely. So now inside the office of the general manager, Mr. Adrian Landry, and we've just been talking about the history of the hotel, his history in turning hotels around, his passion for this area, his desire for turning this area, and being a part of turning this area into like some of the action capital of the holiday capital of the world. Just thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
And just making your time available to sit and have an outstanding conversation, learning a little bit from your experience, his business experience, and his passion for the industry. And if anything, it's been such a great opportunity to sit and just spend a few moments, Danielle and I, to sit and chat with you. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's wonderful to be able to share a little bit of knowledge that I have in Victoria Falls, the history of Victoria Falls and the surrounding area, with somebody that's interested in it. You know, we were saying in the conversation that they punt Rotorua down in New Zealand as being the adventure capital of the world. I beg to differ. You've got all the same activities out here in Victoria Falls, but you've got the wildlife experience to boot. So pretty difficult to beat that as far as I'm concerned. Wonderful environment, steeped in history, tremendous amount of history going back. We could talk about that for hours and how it's linked to East Africa, how it's linked to West African history. It's a place to be. Better get you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Landry.
Pleasure.
Cheers. And it's the next adventure on the cards, recommended to us by the general manager of the Elephant Hills Hotel, as that we come to the Victoria Falls Hotel for high tea. And this over here is rated as probably the best hotel in the Victoria Falls area, and we're about to see why. So and this is one of the views that I remember the most from when I was here last time. Alright guys, that is the view of views. You probably don't get a better view than that. The whole of the mist and then straight onto the bridge. Isn't that like one of the best things you'll ever see probably? That's the Victoria Falls right over there. Absolutely beautiful. So here's the hotel from the backside with the lawns and the gardens. Just stunning. This over here is the Jungle Junction restaurant. Buffet style restaurant over here, and I'm wondering if this was also where I might have been. Again, you can see the spray from the falls in the distance over there. I really think that one of the craziest things to contemplate about this is just, with all the rich history that this place has, the kinds of people and the number of people that have been here. As a British colony, the kinds of royalty, you know, like exactly who and how long ago these people were standing here celebrating, enjoying these kinds of surroundings that we're enjoying in 2016. So we're done with high tea at the Victoria Falls Hotel, and we're now headed back to the Cresta Sprayview Hotel, and we're going to meet up there and check in. And once we've checked in, then we'll meet up with the rest of the people who are joining us for our next couple of days of activities. And yeah, great high tea. It's beautiful. Again, so cool. We're at the Kingdom Hotel now. One of my favorite local South African steak ranches. So I wonder what they're doing here. Holy cow, look at this. This is stunning. Wow. So we've just come into our room. This is our room in Crystal Sprayview now. And you can see there's a nice shower and bathroom. And this is our room over here. This is the start of our First World Ventures DREAMTRIP. And these are our welcome packs. So thanks for Thank you so much, Libby. That's freaking awesome. So Libby is with us. She is our dedicated. She's dedicated to us. And the group that is here, there's about 11, I think, 11 or 12 of us here. I'm not sure if it's couples, but Libby is dedicated to us. So if we have any questions, she's our contact. Doctors, extra booking stuff. We don't have to talk to anyone else other than pretty much put Libby on call 24/7. Dedicated to us over the next few days, so we're really excited about this. And we'll see how everything goes. We've got the mix and mingle drinks and dinner at about 5:30.